Hey everyone, welcome to another segment of Word of the Day. My name is Caesar and this is Inspire Movement. I hope that you're having a wonderful week thus far. Today we're looking at the word change. So change by definition is to make someone or something different, to modify or to alter. That's basically the definition of it. Why is change so very difficult for most of us? A lot of it starts with the framework or the context in which we place the word. We think of change as always having to be something very, very big, when in reality, when it comes to internal change at least, which is solicited, it's very slow and gradual. We don't know where we're going with change, so that uncertainty is very scary. The self-control and discipline that's required in order to execute any form of internal change is exhausting, and because of it, it's difficult work. So we tend to give up, and we don't often allow for enough time to see what materializes out of that change that we actually brought into our lives. But why is change so important? Well, change is important because external change, things that are unsolicited that just happen to us, well, they shape us and they make us more flexible people. We better adapt to what life has to throw at us, and we know what our goals are, we know what our aspirational goals are. We stay the course, we just look for different avenues or roads to get there. It makes life a heck of a lot more exciting. Instead of the routine and the mundane, something happens that creates change, and hey, we are excited and exhilarated by what's new. So in that sense, it's also very good too. It allows us to experience new opportunities, to have new and better experiences. It allows us to move on from a bad situations, possibly. If you've had something terrible that's been going on, change in that sense will be very good. Positive change, of course. It allows us to move on from past traumas as well. Change is progress, slow and steady progress most of the time. So in terms of internal changes, it allows us to move from stagnation, and it's something that we always have to work on. How does this word resonate with me today? Well, for one, I'll be completely honest. As a very obsessive compulsive personality, change is scary for me most of the time. I've had external changes that have been brought upon to my life many a time, and they've been scary. And dealing with internal changes that I know that I need to make in my life equally is scary. So fear is definitely a hindrance or a blockage to experiencing any form of significant internal change. I'm definitely dealing with it even to this day. Over the past year or two, as I reflect on the word change, I've exacted a change in my vocation, in my career, started that process, and currently in that process. This is part of that process and me making this delivery to you via the post. And you know what? As scary as it is, what's keeping me doing it or trying it, living it, is essentially my faith. I put my faith in this experience knowing that I can't continue doing what I was doing before, because essentially by being so fear-ridden over change, I was normalizing my own unhappiness, and I knew that I needed to do something different. And this is that form of doing something different. Immersing myself in the space and the modality of health and wellness is something that is really driving me to do this and so much more. And in that sense, what's the big leap? The leap of faith for me. So I hope that for anybody that's watching this video, if you're experiencing some form of change, whether it be solicited or unsolicited, that you don't try to fight it. Put your faith first, your spirituality first, and trust that something good, the grass will be greener on the other side. That's all that we can do at this point. But especially if we know that we need to make some form of internal change, we do have to allow ourselves to have that leap of faith and slowly and gradually make those changes that will impact our lives for a better, more productive, fruitful life. I hope that this resonates with you in some way. Again, tune in with us at www.inspiremovement.com. It's always a phenomenal pleasure to tune in with you. I hope that you have a blessed week. Thank you so much for tuning in.